Good afternoon or morning, wherever you are. Welcome to everyone in the circle. Let me go ahead and just mute everybody. So Alejendrah, you'll unmute yourself in a minute. And welcome. So it's so lovely that you're here with us today. We're coming together for about an hour and 15 minutes, creating an online community here for just building a community for connection, inspiration, aligning with our hearts and our spirits, and just for healing. And I'm Kathy Brook-Wong, Reiki Master, and your host. And I'm very excited and pleased that our special guest healer, Alejendrah Kamille East, is joining me again. We were here for 2 weeks ago. It was with a Peace with Death circle, and we decided this topic about peace with death and dying and grief and sadness and transcending some of these what often is uncomfortable feelings, transcending them and growing from them. We thought it was such an important topic, so I'm really pleased to have her back for today's circle. And she's a spiritual development instructor and facilitator of death processes, and she has a wide background. And so I would like Alejendrah to just briefly say hello and tell us what you'll be sharing with us today, and then we'll get started with an opening circle. So you'll unmute yourself, please.
Great, thank you, Kathy, and everyone here. Really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you to share about this very important topic, which is death and grief. As Kathy mentioned, I'm an instructor for personal development, spiritual development, and I love supporting people moving forward from, whatever space they feel they're stuck, because there is always a way. We just have to be creative and find a way to move forward. And yeah, and I'm very, very, very appreciative to, especially my students. I have Nabil and Juliana. They have experienced a loss from the loved one who was also my dear student. And this is actually quite fresh. So very, 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 very grateful that we are here. And yeah, if any one of you have not participated in the previous class, Kathy, would you be able to share the recording from that class?
Yes, I'll be sharing it with everyone who joined us 2 weeks ago, and I will also include everyone from here today, so they'll have that recording.
Thank you so much, because the the class that we had 2 weeks ago, it builds up on today. So it's actually really very important to have that information. So please make sure that you receive the audio, the video, you go through it, and if you have any questions, you just reach out. Got it? So the question for you today, we're just gonna get into it, okay?
Oh, sweetie, we're gonna do a few other things before you're set.
Oh, sorry.
I know you're always like the horse, just wanting to get out of the gate. We have a few things because I will be I'll be sharing a little. We're gonna have an opening circle and blessing. You're gonna learn a little bit about Reiki, because I'll be sharing Reiki with you, kind of what, behind the scenes. And we're going to do a kind of a movement meditation first to ground us and to start releasing any tension or anything that we're bringing with us here to the circle. So I'll let you know, Alejendrah, sweetie.
Thank you, so sorry.
To dig into the topic. So I would love everyone to introduce yourself, let us know where you are, and just in a word, how are you feeling right now? Okay, so we just create the circle here of new friends who are coming together at this time. So I would love Amy and Susie to go first, since, and then Marissa after that.
Hi, Kathy and Alejendrah. We just had something called a shloshim, which is a 30-day memorial for our friend who died in August. So our hearts are kind of raw, and we're really missing our friend Annie. And felt like this was perfect segue to that.
Thank you. And Susie?
Hi, everybody. I'm going to ditto what Amy said, and I just feel kind of drained. It was pretty intense doing this slow scene. So it's good that we're going to talk about grief, because that's where we are.
Thank you for sharing. I know you're in Oakland. Okay, well, Marisa, please go next.
Hi, I'm also in California, Northern California, Sacramento area. I've had lots of loss, family loss, friends. So yeah, just kind of here to see what it's all about.
Thank you for joining. And Judy, please next.
Hi, I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I'm processing some loss from the past. So I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for joining. How about Denise next? And then Nabil.
Hi, my name is Denise. I'm also in Northern California. I'm really grateful to be here. I heard about you guys through a friend. And so just being able to process loss that I feel like I haven't dealt with, just kind of like, you know that it happened and you kind of just put it in the back burner and you don't want to think about it, but then you get those moments where it gets to you. So I just wanting to learn on how to deal with everything. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, I'm just breathing myself. So if everybody would like to just do a deep breath in and out. So when we hear what people are sharing, we just take a deep breath in, let it go, and send a prayer for peace and lightness for them. How about Nabil? Will you go next?
I'm based in Jakarta, so Alejendrah is guiding me through this process of managing death, and because my wife just passed away 2 weeks ago. So Alejendrah is very useful in teaching us about tools and techniques, not just about death, but a lot of other things as well. So I'm very excited to hear what else she has to offer today. Thank you so much.
Yes, and thank you so much, Nabil, for joining us. And may your wife's memory be a blessing to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Would Doug like to go next, please?
Hi, I'm Doug. I'm in Oakland, California. And I'm actually thinking a lot about a friend who attempted suicide but didn't die today, and just recognizing that there's grief in that as well.
Yes, thanks for sharing. And how about John? Are you available? John, or yeah, hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Welcome back. Hi.
Well, I want to give my heart out to Nabil. He must be hurting, and I will hope this group will comfort him, and also Doug and others in the group who have been experiencing some kind of grief. It comes in all ages, not just among the elderly. I'm calling from downtown Los Angeles, where I live, and I live in an apartment building adjacent to the headquarters for the St. Vincent de Paul Order and their services to the community, which is really nice. It goes well with my volunteer activities in hospice and things like that.
Thank you, John, for introducing yourself. I'm going to move on to the next person. Thank you. Juliana, would you like to share? We have 3 more. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Juliana. I'm Nabil's sister and a student of Alejendrah. My sister-in-law just passed away 2 weeks ago. That was a very an awakening time in my life and Nabil's life and the family's life. Just to, really open for our hearts really, and opened it too. also I'm growing a lot from supporting just speaking to my brother and connecting with him about all of this, and also within that having to connect with what I feel hasn't been sort of not really recovered from the death of an ex partner who took his life away 11 years ago. So all that's coming back, and
Yeah, blessings to you.
yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. You may their memories be a blessing. So I'm putting my hand over my heart, and it's just giving a hug to you. It's just an energetic hug to you, comforting, hugging you, holding you. You have many, many friends on the other side, loved ones, spirit guides, and all of our support. So I would love Cleopatra. We finally meet. I know you're in my Facebook, my meetup group, and I finally get to see you in a circle. Will you unmute yourself and say hi?
Yes, hi, I'm Cleopatra and I live in Los Angeles, California. Today, I want to dedicate to my son. He was murdered back in mid-August. And I'm still trying to cope with it. And I'm still hoping that they'll call me and they'll say it's a mistake. It was he's still alive. We identified the wrong person. I mean, and my heart was so broken. Worst pain ever in my life. The worst thing is to hear that your child is dead.
Well, big hugs to you, and may his memory be a blessing. And I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you for joining us. And Veronica, I think you're last one to share. If you'd like to say hi.
Hi, and thank you so much for holding this group. I chose this group because I've never seen a spiritual group for grief and support. I've been to other support groups and they were nothing but like this. So I'm just really interested in finding out what your techniques and methods are, because I did experience a loss in 2016 that I feel just comes and goes, and I haven't really completely processed. So I just want to heal completely finally so that I can just move forward in a different manner now. So thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, and thank you all. And this is good, very good information. Thank you so much for sharing from your hearts. I know this is good information for Alejendrah when she talks about her subject. So I would like us to, I have an opening blessing. I was going to do a different one, but I'm going to do the same one as I did last week. It's last time. It's so comforting to me. And then we're just going to listen to a song, and we could just listen to it and start relaxing and feeling into our bodies. So when you hear the song, you can, move a little bit. You could, just give yourselves a hug. You can kind of sometimes for me, just like stroking myself and holding myself comforts me, grounds me. So however that is, just a few more minutes, Alejendrah. I think just to time. It's called Long Time Sun. It's a beautiful blessing song. So at this time, if you all would like to close your eyes and just relax into your seat and feel your feet on the ground, and just we've arrived, we're here, and this is a beautiful blessing. It's a poem called We Remember Them. It's by Sylvan Kemmons and Rabbi Jack Reamer. At the rising of the sun and at its going down, we remember them. At the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the warmth of summer and this rebirth of spring, we remember them. At the blueness of the skies and the warmth of summer, we remember them. At the rustling of the wind and the leaves and the beauty of the autumn, we remember them. At the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us. They will always be a part of us as we remember them. When we're weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. When we have joy we crave to share, we remember them. When we have achievements that are based on theirs, we remember them. For as long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. So may all their memories be a blessing, and we always know they're deeply in our hearts, in our minds, and our loved ones, and are always around us on the other side, accompanying us and guiding us. And they're still with us here today. So go ahead and keep your eyes closed. Enjoy the song. It's soothing, peaceful, and move as you like, and enjoy.
May the long time sun shine upon you. Oh, love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. Oh, love surround you, and the pure light
So I'd love everyone just to breathe in and out really slowly for a moment. And breathe in again. So hopefully you've been able to kind of release and let go and feel in, and even, you know, cry a little bit. Hopefully that was soothing for you. And Alejendrah, I think we're ready. So thank you so much.
Sat Nam, everyone. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Thank you so much, Kathy. And I acknowledge each and every one of you, all of your sharings. And this is quite a tender space. It is a space of compassion. This is a space of love. This is a space of kindness. This is a space of understanding. The truth shall set you free. We have been taught that not just by Ascended Master Jesus, but by many other sages along the way in many different ways. And interestingly, Kathy, that you chose this song, Sat Nam in Sikh language means I am truth. And the song says, may the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. So perfect. Thank you so much for playing that. And that light, the light within you is the light that everyone has, and it's the divine light, it's the divinity that each and every one we have. And this is perfect because it helps us to understand that when our a loved one departs, it's not that it's gone. And we talked about death and what is death in the previous class. So please highly recommend you to get that video. Okay. So saying that we recognize who we are. So you are a divine being. Okay, your loved one, anyone who has come before you, you know, your ancestors, anyone who is not with you right now, physically with you, right? Just think about this. That person that you love so much also has the divine within. And because that person has the divine within, how can that be how can there be suffering around when that person is not there? Because think about this, okay? This is an invitation for you to ponder upon. Think of yourself as a fractal of divinity. Got it? Okay. And as a fractal of divinity, you are connected to all there is. There is no separation. And actually, I'm gonna bring a card here. This is actually from a game that I'm co-creating with my soul. It's called the Awaken Heart game. And I thought it was just perfect just to bring some cards. I got some soul cards and some death cards. So I'm gonna share this with you. I hope you can see it, okay? So divine fractals are all in their time and space, okay? They are all traveling. And you can see in the picture, the orange dots, think of them as divine fractals, okay? And some fractals are attached to a wheel and others are detached. So I will read this card for you, and this will be the opening, okay? And this is a message from the soul, from soul. And it says, beloved, life goes on. At time of the departure, the sacred fractal will detach from the wheel to form part of another wheel. all is well. Be at peace with the natural flow of life. Move on. This is a message from the soul. And there is another beautiful message that came from soul. And this is invitation to see death as this. Okay. What about this? Dare to experience all there is here and now. How about that? And my invitation for you today is that you will be able to give a different meaning to death itself and also to the departure of your loved one, the departure. And something that I, with all my heart and all the love that I have, I ask you to really allow yourself, give yourself permission to see that what seems to be a separation, and I'm using the word purposely, seems to be, okay? See it as a different thing, okay? If you have a pen and paper now, just please take a moment just to write down what is a new definition that you want to give to death itself, okay? And also to the departure of your loved one. What's a new meaning? And I really, really want you to please take just a moment. I'll play a little bit of music while you do that.
Will you repeat the questions?
Oh, okay, yes. So question number 1 is, what is the new meaning that you will give to death itself? And then the second one is, what's a new meaning that you give to the departure of your loved one? Okay, so these 2 questions. And please write it down. And while you write it down, I'll play this track for you. This is a mantra that is used to help the soul merge with spirit, go back to the divinity or the soul plane. And it helps the ones who are left on the physical plane to be strong, to heal the heart. Okay? Okay, and I give you 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds to finish, please. And begin finishing up. And stop. Thank you. If you need a bit more time to write that, you can do it later, but you have the questions, okay? And if anyone would like to share, please share now in a nutshell. What's the new meaning that you're willing to give to that experience? Because remember, it's an experience. Okay, so
I can share. I wrote divine transition.
nice. Beautiful. It's Amy, and what's your name, please?
My name is Susie.
Susie. Thank you, Susie.
Thanks.
That's beautiful. Well done.
Do you want the next one too?
Yes.
Connecting to the mystery.
Nice.
Since our little Hollywood square is open, I can go. Crossing the veil to the spirit world. And the next one is the next stop on the soul's journey.
Beautiful. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Amy. And thank you, Susie. Anyone else would like to share?
I can share mine, and mine is just particularly, I thought, geared towards the people I've lost. And I was more so thinking of like a release of earthly troubles. It's kind of how I think.
Nice.
That's as far as I got. I didn't get the second one, just the first.
Yeah, thank you, Marisa. Well done. Thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, hi, Alejendrah.
Have you?
Yeah, so I also got I just a few words just came up. Transition, transcended, merged into divinity, going to the light, and just detachment from the physical body.
Well done. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll give just one more. Last one. Who would like to go?
I'll
please say your
do
name.
what's the new meaning for my friend. And I'm
Yep.
thinking about Priscilla, and it's that she has peace at last.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Okay. I tell you what, the reason why I asked you to give it a new meaning is because whatever you think about the event, right, that will trigger a set of thoughts that will trigger a set of feelings and emotions. Got it? The way that you think determines how you feel. And that's why it is so important. And this is actually the first key that I'm giving you today. You have to reframe it, reframe the experience. Because if you think in a way that brings you down, it is very easy for you to be drained or to feel sad all the time, or the moment that you think about your loved one, then you lose your center. Can you see how that happens? Right? So key number one is to reframe. Just reframe the experience. Got it? Yeah. And always remember that when you are choosing a different way of seeing things, you will go on a different path. Okay. Now,
Alejandra, can I ask a question?
yes.
How do we reframe the experience when we're hurting a lot?
Oh, very good question. Okay. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Well, I'll just answer. So when you're hurting a lot, okay, there are several possibilities. Okay. One is that you don't really fully understand the reason. Got it? And then pain is part of the process when we are facing death. But then what is natural is that the pain will begin to fade away. But when you are attaching meaning to what happened, then you can prolong the pain. And please, everyone, please listen to this very carefully. Okay? So it's really up to you to decide how long will you be in a state of pain, because pain is a choice. Got it? Did I answer your question, Doug? Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. And I got another card from the soul deck, and it says, be at peace with death of a loved one. Now I'll just read it. And it says, beloved, the departure of a loved one is a blessing for the soul. See death a completion of a cycle as a blessing for the very reason that the soul is able to embark on a new journey. It says, your love for your loved one, it's enough to keep you connected through time and space. Remember that separation is an illusion. All got it? Yeah? Give me thumbs up. Actually, I would love for you guys to habilitate your video so that at least I can see your thumbs up. Otherwise, I have no clue if you are following me. Okay, that be all right? Okay, so Juliana, Judy, Cleopatra, Adriana, Liliana, Denise.
Hola.
Hola, Liliana.
Hola, te escucho.
Yeah, very good. Okay, John, Veronica, also please just habilitate your audio, please, so then that way I can see you. Okay, so here comes the next question. Okay, you ready? And I want you to be very, very honest with yourselves. You ready? Okay. So in your case, what got entangled with it? Got it? So what in your case, what got entangled? Is it judgment? Is it anger? Is it fear? Is it the death of someone else and then you have experienced more than one departure in a short period and you're really pissed off with God or with life or whatever that is? So just take a moment. You're going to take a moment to be very, very honest, because this is going to help you. Okay? Because remember, when you're seeing the truth shall set you free. So you don't create stories. You don't allow your mind to create stories. Okay? So I'm going to give you just a couple minutes and just write down. Okay? And if you don't have anything to write it down, just please think about it so you can share. What, in your case, what got entangled with this? Resentment, anger, fear. And if it's judgment, what's the judgment about it? And just write down whatever comes first. Rising in my heart, singing your song in here. You got 15 seconds. I am. And please begin finishing up. And stop. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Who would like to share? And just please unmute yourself and just please share. What got entangled in your case?
Alejendrah, so mine was just a fear of the unknown and also a feeling of loneliness and abandonment.
All right. Very good, very good. So fear of the unknown, loneliness, abandonment. Okay, thank you so much, Nabil. Anyone else, please?
Mine is the fear of the unexpected. My friend died quickly and where she could have gotten medical care. So I just feel like it can happen quickly in an unexpected way, which scares me.
Okay. Thank you, Doug. Who else? As you share, you are letting it out, and that helps you move on. So please share.
Mine was regret. I said some things that I didn't mean, and then the next call that I got was that he had died. So a lot of regret.
Yeah. And that's Veronica?
Yes, it's Veronica.
Okay, thank you, Veronica.
Alejandra, Juliana
Yes?
here. Mine is fear of the unknown, unresolved healing from the previous separation of an ex-partner who's taken his life.
Yeah.
The regret of that, the fear of that, the longing and pain, and also the being sorry of the pain of the departed and not being around for the person. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Juliana.
I can share next.
Yes, who's that?
Marissa.
Marisa, go ahead.
Mine is the fear of never feeling how this person made me feel ever again, never having the feeling that they gave me, like the warmth, the comfort, the closeness. So never experiencing that again.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Marisa. Last one.
I've got one. This
Who's
is
that?
it just was
Amy.
anger, sadness, and regret.
All right.
Mostly regret that I didn't get to know the person more deeply and longer.
Okay, thank you, Amy. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you all for sharing that. And this is all very valid.
Before
Kathy?
I had a question about the judgment about death. It's some kind of a new idea I hadn't really thought about. Can you give an example of how someone might judge death? Is it how someone died or judge God or?
Yes, thank you, Kathy. So the judgment about death, it could come in many different ways. You know, one would be judging the self, the person that's still alive, or judging the one that left. You know, how dare you leaving me so soon? That's judgment. Or God, how dare you taking my loved one? That's judgment. You know, or why does this have to happen this way? That's judgment. Got it? Now, something that we need to have very clear, guys, is that judgment doesn't come from soul. Judgment comes from, Juliana, where does judgment come from?
Ego.
Correct. Thank you so much. Yeah, my dear student. Judgment comes from ego, right? So when we allow ego to get involved in this very precious process called death in our human world, right? Then we can get all entangled with different things. Because if we look at the nature of, for example, fear, anger, it is also fueled by ego, right? Fear of not being able to experience that thing that I experienced with my loved one ever again, or the fear or the loneliness, right? Now, at the beginning of a class, you know, Kathy played this beautiful song, right? May the long time sun, and it talks about Satnam, I am truth, right? May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, right? And that sun, it speaks of the sun that we have inside, which is our divinity. So when you recognize that divinity within yourself, how can you be lonely? How can you ever really truly be alone? So from the perspective of the soul, it doesn't make sense. So today we are here together to gain a new perspective. Got it? This is for you to really to expand your horizon and to embrace something new. Because the way the soul experiences what we call death is a completely different thing. Very, very different. So when you have death, the experience of death, which is equal to the experience of birth, right? And you get entangled judgment and fear or anger, regret, etc., then you can have a very messy experience. And your experience doesn't have to be what? Messy. Your experience can be something that is peaceful, loving, uplifting even. Actually, I have another card from the soul deck, and it says, I am at peace with death. The previous one was that I am at peace with the departure of a loved one. So I'm going to read this to you. And it says, beloved, will your creator punish you with death? And that's a question for you guys. Please think about this, okay? Will your creator, however you conceptualize your creator to be, will your creator will punish you? Make you want to suffer? Make you want to be regretful all the time, or experience, you know, feeling down? Would your creator want that? No, not at all. Okay, and it says, beloved, life and death are two sides of the same coin. One cannot exist without the other. Embrace death as a natural end of a cycle, a project, relationship, even the end of this physical existence on earth. Think of death also as there to experience all through your heart. Be happy. That's what the soul tells you. Be happy. So this is a completely different connotation that we can give to death. Do you like that? There to experience all through your heart. Yeah, Maurice is giving a heart. Right? Much better, right? Now let's place your hands over your heart, okay? And especially if you have been feeling down, you have been feeling some form of fear, regret, confusion, anger, whatever it is that you have experienced so far, whatever you got entangled with death, okay? Just place your hands over your heart And begin breathing through your heart center. Just breathe through your heart center, in and out. And visualize your heart center as a beautiful shining sun. Very softly and gently breathing through your heart center. Acknowledging your heart center as the source of light within you, where all love surrounds you. And as you continue breathing through your heart, allow your heart to expand, to become even bigger. And begin releasing that regret, the sadness, the fear, confusion. And keep on expanding your heart center even more. So luminous, brilliant, powerful, loving, kind. Because that's where your heart is. And that's who you are. You are a divine fractal in human form. And as a divine fractal in human form, you have been bestowed with divine love, divine power, divine wisdom. You are wholesome and complete in the light of your soul as well. And you continue breathing in and out through your heart, your powerful, beautiful heart. And just imagine, visualize your heart center expanding so big and so bright. Golden, golden, golden sun. That your whole body is now inside that golden sun of yours. And we're going to do something very, very special. Very, very special. I want you to invite that loved one to come inside that beautiful golden sun that is your heart. That loved one. And if there is something that you didn't say that you wish you said, tell your loved one now. What do you want to say to that loved one? With all your heart. This is the space of kindness, compassion, understanding, forgiveness. This is the space of love, divine love. Say the name and tell that loved one, I am sorry. I am sorry for, if you feel to say that, say it. And I forgive myself here now. And if you feel that there is a need to forgive that person, do it. And I forgive you now. I forgive you because now I understand. What is that new understanding of yours? And I forgive you because now I choose What do you choose now? And tell your loved one, call out a name, and tell that person what you appreciate so much about her, about him. And if it's your case that you wish you had more time with that person, there is no need for you to tell that person, stay with me, because you know now that that soul has moved on to its own journey, and you respect that. Let that soul know, your loved one, that you respect his or her path, that you accept the natural flow of life. Because there is no amount of regret that you can feel. There is no amount of fear or anger. There is no amount of judgment that can change things, that can change reality. And if it's still you don't understand the reason why your loved one had to go when your loved one went to the other side, ask the divinity within yourself to help you understand, so you can be free. Because the truth shall set you free. And if there is something that you don't understand, ask for the truth and nothing but the truth. And be courageous to see that truth face to face, acknowledging your strength. And you get to understand that grief happens when you are prolonging pain inside of you. There is a big difference between sadness and grief. Sadness is natural when you lose something or someone. That is sadness. And when you prolong your sadness and you prolong your pain, that is also called grief. So please do not confuse that. And ask the wisdom of your own soul. How would you like those that you leave behind to feel about you? Would you like them to suffer, to be sad? Would you like them to have regrets about your departure? Or would you like them to celebrate your life, whatever you have shared with them? And be in the space of gratitude. And once again, feel that light and that power within your heart. And as you communicate these very important things to your loved one, you can even see right in front of you. What is he or she saying to you right now? I wonder, what is he or she saying to you right now? recognizing that those wonderful experiences or whatever experiences that you had with your loved ones or your loved one, was that an experience? Would you judge that experience as it was a good or bad experience, or it was just an experience? What have you learned? What strength have you been able to develop through that experience? What's different for you now? Remember that you are truth. That is your nature. And that is also the nature of your loved one, truth. I am that I am. And as you acknowledge yourself and your loved one as a divine being, then you can really see that there is no separation. And take a moment to share with your loved one a new choice that you're making right now. Call out the name and tell her, tell him, what is the new choice that you're making for you, honoring your loved one? And I wonder what's that new choice? Well done. Remember that as peace, joy, happiness is a choice, so is sadness or pain. And just take a moment just to stay with yourself quietly, just for a few moments. Thank your loved one. Thank yourself. You have been courageous to do this. And embrace yourself with so much love. Love and tenderness, please. Very well done. Very well done. And you can do this anytime, whenever you need to or want to. Very well done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feeling blessed, feeling good. Take a nice deep breath and prepare yourself to emerge, feeling refreshed, renewed, and alert. You can begin rubbing your hands, rubbing your eyes. Take a nice deep breath and stretch. Breathe it out. Open your eyes and you feel good, don't you? Well done. Well done. And just take a little moment, okay, to write down about your experience right now. I will play a little bit of music while I run to get my battery. My battery is running low on my computer. So I'll be right back. And please write down. I'll give you 15 more seconds. Okay, and now please begin finishing up. And please stop. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And who would like to share? How are you feeling now, Denise? Denise, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I had my camera off. I had to.
No worries.
This was a new experience for me. I think I'm still trying to grasp everything, but definitely something that I feel that is like helping me to be able to let go and be able to move on with a different mentality of instead of, because my answer to the last question was fear of the unknown, on how to deal with my life without the person in my life anymore. When you have a person that's like the one that you run to with your accomplishments or whatever the case may be, and then that person's no longer there, like who do you go to? Like that was my thing. And so I feel like it's helping me understand and look at it in a different light. So thank you.
Very well done. So glad. Very well done. Thank you, Denise. Next, who would like to share?
I'll share, Alejandra.
Yes, thank you, Juliana.
Yeah, the big thing that I received is that their love lives through me, and I love them by loving my soul and myself.
Oh,
That
that's
came to me.
beautiful, Juliana. Can you say that again, please?
Their love lives through me, and I love them by loving my soul and myself and self.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Juliana. I would like to ask you to actually to write it down for the group. Write it in the chat. Yeah,
Sure.
and everyone, please copy that. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. Well done, Juliana. Thank you. Next. Quite quiet, as we will say in Chinese. Quite quiet. That means fast, fast. Who's next? Thank you. Veronica, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yes. So how was the experience for you?
I definitely find it helpful, just the reframing of my thinking. Just thinking in a different way instead of just attaching to that negative emotion, and just being more positive about it and accepting that it's just like a transition and not an end to it all.
Nice. Well done. How are you with the regret that you said something and then the present merge, and how are you with that now, Veronica?
I think it feels better. It's something that I'm definitely going to have to work on to get through, because I'm the type of person that I'm just like so full of love, and in a moment of frustration with this person, like I said was the last conversation I had with him. So it's definitely a little challenging still, but just thinking of letting go and accepting it and forgiving myself and forgiving him, it helps a lot.
Well done. Well done, Veronica. Keep it up. Thank you. Next, please. Doug, Amy, Susie, Nabil, and Marisa.
Hi, Alejendrah. So,
Yep.
yeah, my experience was beautiful because I'm able to connect to her within the golden light, and your words, I became lost with your words. I just connected to her, and I really see her very clearly. I just hug her. Yeah, so it's more, and there's a new belief or a more awareness in terms of being able to connect with her whenever I want to. So the feeling of loss has dissipated, and it's more like an understanding now that she's always there, and there's always a space for us. And yeah, it's a really beautiful feeling. And when I close my eyes, I can go into that space. Thank you.
Oh, well done. So happy for you and for Natasha as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nabil. Next, please.
What really got to me, what really touched me was when you had said that your love is enough to transcend. Like that really hit home with me, like that love is enough, similar to what Juliana said. So that was my big takeaway.
Wow, so nice. You guys are making me go all goo goo gaga. So sweet. Thank you. Well done, Marisa. And you know what? That's gonna make a big, big, big difference moving on. And for those who are listening, I know that the sharing from participants are impacting you some way or another. And probably, well, most likely in the next couple hours or days, you will get your aha. If you don't get it right away right now, you will have your own aha. And remember that you will get the recording from this video. Please ask Kathy and watch this over and over, because there is a lot of information for you to process. So then just listen to it over and over, please. Okay. Thank you so much, Marisa. Cleopatra, you still with us? Hello.
And Alejendrah will let you know.
Yeah. How do I want to watch the video. Where do I go to watch it?
Oh, later on. You ask
later on.
Kathy, okay? But how are you feeling now?
Good. I feel like something like lighter or something like that.
Well done. I'm so glad. Yeah. And you will continue feeling lighter and lighter. Okay.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. Because it felt like something was heavy weighing on me.
Of course. Yeah. So as you refresh your understanding, as you reframe the experience, you can have a different kind of experience. You just have to reframe it.
Okay.
Got it? Yeah, because if you get stuck with pain and suffering, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get more of that, right?
All right.
Okay? That's the key. So well done, and so glad that you're here. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm very grateful to have this group.
Yeah. Thank you, Cleopatra. Thank you. Anyone else? I think we're coming close to closing, right, Kathy?
Yeah, Alejendrah, it's 4:15, well, my time, so it is.
All right. We're
gonna have we're gonna both share our contact information in case people like to get a hold of us. And I was hoping you could close this out with a short blessing. And then both of us will stay on for another 15 minutes. So if anybody would like to share their experience or you have another question, we would love to continue, but we want to honor the time that we said we would end. So let me show you a slide, and if you would, my love, tell us a little bit how everyone get a hold of you.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, there is my WhatsApp or Telegram. I'm on Telegram as well. There's the email, and the website is under construction. So send me an email. The best thing is actually to send me a text message, WhatsApp or Telegram, and I'll be happy to support you. And I just want to share something very, very special. Actually, today, 19th of September, would have been my mother's birthday. And she merged with Spirit 8 years ago. And actually, I don't know if you noticed the necklace that I'm wearing. She made it for me as a present, as a birthday present. And it was the last birthday that I celebrated with her. And my mother was a great teacher for me, and learned so much about this whole process of death and grief and freedom from it through her as well. And coincidentally, well, maybe not a coincidence, but Kathy, the song that you played was my mom's favorite. So thank you.
Wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. And I want to thank you so much, Alejendrah. This was such a beautiful share and a beautiful process. I know I'll be sharing this video with a lot of people. I briefly want to say hello, to new friends to me. If you would like to take a screenshot or a photo of this, I am a Reiki master. I'm a hospice angel. I work with people who are transitioning in their families, and also a grief support angel. So I have reached out personally to some of the people here who have experienced a recent passing of their loved one, and I would love to support them in their healing with Reiki. So just please stay in touch. I also want to say that Alejendrah and I are offering this with all our hearts, basically for free. And if you'd like to send a donation of any amount to send the love this way, the energetic love through money, and then it goes a long way for me to offer free Reiki sessions and these beautiful circles. So that's an opportunity if you'd like. Also, please just stay close by. Please come back again. Take a screenshot or a photograph or anything. These circles are about every other Sunday. In 2 weeks, this would be beautiful for everyone. Sandhya Ramaswamy is going to be sharing about Ayurveda, self-care, including self-massage. Self-care is so important when we're feeling, grief and stress of the world. We have a lot of different topics here. So hopefully you'll come back online. And then just one briefly, if you're in the Southern California area, and a lot of you are in another country or Northern California, but I have live events, in-person events. Yesterday I had one here in my healing center in Irvine, but you're always welcome. Just take a photo if you'd like to join us at any of these future events. So again, I want to thank Alejendrah for sharing such beautiful energy, information. Yes, truth does set us free, and I think a lot of us feel a lot lighter and freer. And hope, would you have a little short blessing for us before we say goodbye?
Yes. So let's all place our hands over our hearts. And again, just begin breathing in and out from your heart, acknowledging that your heart, it's a very powerful source of energy, divine light, because you are a divine being. And by acknowledging yourself as a divine being, a divine fractal in human form, you acknowledge the divinity in all there is. Your loved ones, everyone here. And we give special thanks to all our loved ones who have departed, because they are the ones who have brought us here together. So we thank each and every one. We send them love and blessings. We embrace them, each and every one. We also thank Mother Earth for gifting us wonderful rain here. Rain is very cleansing. And a lot of cleansing that has happened today in this class. Yeah, we have the blessing from the earth, from Mother Water. We have the blessing from Divine Father, Divine Mother, from Source, the angelic kingdom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we illuminate our path with the light that comes from within. And that is enough. Our love is enough. Our divine presence is enough for us to feel wholesome and complete, not needing to look outside anymore. And love yourself. And love yourself more and more. For us, when you love yourself, then you are loving others. Yeah. So let's give each other a very big group hug right now. Group hug. And I really look forward to seeing you again. Please contact me. I can support you. And I would love to have you in class again and again. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for this lovely space.
And thank you all of you for sharing your hearts with us and being vulnerable. And thank you for sharing your energy. Your beautiful light is very needed at this time. So keep shining on, and love to all of you. And both of us will stay on a little longer if you can. We want to share some more. So kisses and hugs to everyone here.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Amy, Susie, Juliana,
Thank you.
Nabil, Doug, Denise, Veronica, Liliana,
you.
Marita,
Thank you so
Amarita.
much. Thank you.
Veronica,
John,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much, Cleopatra.
Nabil,
And thank you to all who are watching this or recorded. Thank you, thank you, thank you all.
Yay.
Lots of love. So who's staying with us? Veronica, Juliana.
We'd love to hear a question or how you're feeling or what has moved through you and what new information has come to you.
Oh, so where did you say we were gonna be able to see the video?
I will email it to you, okay, Cleopatra?
Oh, okay. I'll put my email up right now.
Oh, I have it because you're in my meetup group, and also because you registered with your email for this event.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
Unless you have a special one you'd like to share, and I'll send it right away. You could even give me your phone number and I'll text it to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining. I know John has a question. Would you like to ask or a comment?
Hi, Kathy. To you and Alejendrah, my many thanks, because these regular conferences really help me. They really do. My morale has been sagging because of serious foot problems I'm having involving surgery. And whenever you walk around or try to walk around on a painful foot, it is just short of debilitating. So I come to you for moral support day to day until I overcome this. But in the meantime, I wanted to I think I mentioned it last time, sometime I might forward to you, maybe as PDF attachments, some major articles I have written in the past, going back over 20 years. I am in the habit, and I'm glad I am, of keeping a writing tablet and pens at my bedside every single night, even if I don't intend to use it, to catch details of any very rare but helpful dream that I may have. Sometimes we learn from dreams. And fortunately, I had listened to my professors, both in high school and university, that said, keep that pad and pen by your bed. Record your dreams in detail because you will forget them as soon as you wake up. As much detail as you can. Sit and interpret your dreams and try and get benefits from them and write them up in articles to share with others, because many of them, you'd be surprised, you can get good practical advice for living by a very unusual dream you have. And they are unusual, but when they come, they can be very striking. Most of them are very pleasant and beautiful and helpful. A couple catch you by surprise, but I've written about them too. So I'll try and collect them in a file on my computer and maybe one by one forward them to Kathy and Alejendrah, the two of you, just to see what you think. If you, yeah.
Thanks for sharing, John. Cleopatra, is there a question or something you'd like to share before we say goodbye? I know you're staying on, so is there anything more you'd like to share?
Okay, no, yeah, that was it. So I'm feeling pretty good now. I mean, I feel like you said, I'm still feeling lighter and lighter, like something was like kind of heavy on me, but now it's like, I feel kind of like I'm floating in the air.
Yay.
I'm still feeling lighter than earlier.
Very good. So glad, Cleopatra. Well done.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Is that just like negative energy that left my body?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All the pain and the hurt and everything.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why we did the process.
Yeah, that was a serious trauma. Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you guys.
God bless you too. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Cleopatra.
Thank you.
Alejendrah.
Thank you so much, John. Thank you so much. I gotta get going because I have class very soon.
Me too.
Yeah.
Beautiful, and I'll share the recording with you, Alejendrah. We're gonna do this again. I think in another month or two, we'll do the same. Perfect. Love you both. Bye.
Love you guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.